Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, just a quick intraday update. If you are interested in the daily chart, feel free to check out the previous video from today. For now, it looks more and more as if the yellow scenario is indeed unfolding. The exact micro count, how the yellow C wave to the downside that we talked about is unfolding, is a little bit ambiguous. That has to do with this topping structure up here. It is also related to different price charts in crypto. I mean, for example, it's possible that wave 1 bottomed here instead of here on the 10th of September, and that circle B topped up there. And on some futures charts, for example, the actual price top was here yesterday. So it's a little bit ambiguous, okay? So it's a little bit difficult to say where exactly the actual top was. I would not necessarily try to look for absolute precision here because of that ambiguity, okay? What is more relevant than that, and I will move it back for now, but I might change it later. What is more important than that is that the market reacted again to resistance. I provided this micro resistance area earlier today to our gold members. If you're interested in the gold membership, you can get additional updates sort of intraday on an intraday basis. Even between videos, but the market reacted to that micro resistance area again, and we're now deep in support, but we haven't broken support yet. So I need that break below 55,320 to start to rule out the white count. You know, you can't fully rule it out, but it will become far less likely. At the moment, we are deep in support, and we could easily still start a fifth wave rally to the upside from here. Okay. So at the moment, I'm just simply watching how this move to the downside could unfold. It would obviously be a C wave in wave 3, and a break below 55,320 would confirm it further. The yellow count, that's quite a compelling case for a continuation of our diagonal pattern to the downside in a larger fourth wave. But I did tell you that I will only see the fifth wave to the upside as confirmed if we can get a sustained or at least clear break above the Monday high. Well, on some exchanges we did, on some we didn't. So I don't trust it as a 5-wave move. For me, this is more like a 3-wave move up. So the yellow scenario is still there. It's not, become less likely or anything. That would have only been the case with a 5-wave move to the upside. Not happened yet. Can still happen. Therefore, pay attention to the fib levels I'm providing. But now already this white wave 4 is already quite deep in support. And usually already a break below the 50% retracement, which is here at 55,840, starts to indicate we are rather following the pathway to the downside. But as I said in the previous video, we have to expect volatility today. We have to expect that maybe some of the scenarios are, showing some distortions. Maybe the waves are driven into the extremes of what they can normally do within a certain scenario. So at the moment, Bitcoin hasn't really accomplished much today. Yes, the price has reacted to the resistance area and we are deeper in support, but we haven't broken support yet. So there is only limited new stuff to talk about as long as support is holding. I think the parameters are clear. I think I also highlighted to you quite clearly that the yellow count is still leading, even though it's not leading as clearly as it was last week. But until I get a 5-wave move up, I don't have a valid upside reversal pattern. So I'm still watching for a 5th wave, but that doesn't mean it has to happen. It means that as long as we only see 3 waves up, the pathway to the downside is not broken. And the path into the mid 40K region is still outlined quite clearly on the chart. But let me explain again. Only a 5-wave move up as shown in white, which would have needed to reach 58,540 or 59,515 in a 5th wave. Only that would give us a decent long trade setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or let's say not a long trade setup. I mean, this is also a long trade setup if you want to trade it, but the local trend seems to be down. Momentum is now starting to go down, right? So I highlighted to you the yellow count is still leading, right? But we had strong upside momentum. So what I wanted to see is momentum break, okay, which would then clearly indicate the beginning of the third wave down in wave C. So we might be in the process of doing that, but as I said, I need a break below support. If today the market does a U-turn, which is, you know, stuff that we have to always expect in the markets anyway, especially on a day like that where we had a catalyst like CPI, then the next FIB targets to the upside are already mentioned. I talked about them. But first indication that wave 5 to the upside has started would be a break above this swing high where the price got rejected from resistance, right? So above 57,180. Interesting, but for now the trend seems to be down locally. So I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.